Hello, 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 hello. welcome. Come in. Get on in here, y'all. Get on in here. Kick off your shoes and relax your feet. You are now in the zen, and we are now talking about what you should be watching. Okay, getting into all of the things that is dropping in June. There's a whole lot happening in June, y'all. Woo, Father God, y'all. I'm hot as hell. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'm pouring sweat over here. But I'm here. I'm here. So if this is your first time coming across my channel, welcome to you. Good to have you here. And what we do is talk about all of the things that is dropping for the month. From streaming services to theaters. Okay. Sometimes you may hear me say honorable mentions. If you were under a rock and you missed it, sometimes it's dedications. We get a little old school classics favorites, coming soon come, and all of that, right? And so I think I got a good amount of stuff for y'all. And of course, if I watch anything, I always want to kind of update y'all, come back and say, listen, I did get to watch this and it was good. And I think it's worth you checking it out. Okay. What's up, Torian? Hey, Michelle Waller. How you feeling? Thank you for coming through. Lord have mercy, y'all. I'm gonna try to make it through this because I'm not feeling too hot, but we here. Okay. So I wanted to update y'all on some stuff that I did get to watch. Whether it be good, bad, or indifferent, we'll talk about it before we get into the things that drop for June or is dropping for June. So I don't know what's happening, but I'm having a delay, and we've been having bad rain here. That's why I wasn't too sure if I was gonna do it today because child, y'all know what my daggone internet be doing. Okay, be playing games. If it ain't one thing, is another, but we gonna make it do what it do. So y'all, this was actually a pleasant surprise. Sirens, I like this one. This actually had came out. I want to say it had came out like the end of April, but I didn't, see it. And so one day I was bored and I just was like, let me see what this talking about. And baby, this thing had me cracking up in here. Okay. You have one sister that is here on the island working for why I do not remember her name right now, child. Y'all know I'll be getting brain fog, but I like this actress a lot actually. But anyway, she's on this island working, and she has her sister Devin come, who was really concerned about her and thinking that she's having an unhealthy relationship with her boss. The reason why she came out there in the first place was because they have a situation going on with their father, and she's kind of trying to update her about that. And she like, you haven't been answering my calls. I haven't been able to get through to you, so I'm coming over here to this island to see what the hell is going down with you, okay? And when she get over here, she like, oh, hell to the no. You acting cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Your damn boss and everybody acting freaking strange on this damn island. What is going on? But I really did enjoy this one. I got a good little cackle from it. So it may be one that y'all want to check out if y'all you haven't already. Y'all probably knew about it and didn't tell me. Okay, that's another thing I always tell y'all. If y'all know anything that I should be watching, let me know too. And I'll check it out and I'll tell the people about it. So something else that was really, really good in my opinion was Mobland. I'm waiting, like, what are we waiting for? Are we getting a daggone, season 2 or what? This came from the same people that did Top Boy and oh gosh, what's the other one that I love? Gangs of London, and those was two good shows. So this one, of course, had Helen Mirren, it had Pierce Bronson, Tom Hardy. Basically, we got some, power is up for grabs. You got two crime families that's crashing and warring out here in these streets, right? They all battling for the throne, right, to get the top empire. And in a crossfire, you have Harry, who's basically a fixer, right? That's Tom Hardy's character, and he knows all too well where his loyalties lie. But baby, when I tell y'all that Helen Mirren was playing daggone Maeve and she was a freaking menace, the whole damn family is crazy. All of them are cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, but it's definitely worth a watch. If y'all have not checked that out. Michelle says she loved what Mobland. Yeah, that was a good one. I'm definitely hoping that they get a season 2. I don't know if they will because it is the all-star cast and they do be having other things going on. But if they can, I think they definitely should. They probably would have to figure out like what they're gonna do as far as everybody's schedules. Now, Thunderbolts, I did get to see that. I thought it was cool, but a lot of people was acting like it was the best thing since cooked rice. It wasn't for me, but it was good. It wasn't bad either. The only thing I really was hyped for, I ain't even gonna tell y'all no lies, Bucky, because Bucky is my man, so I'm always here for him. Anytime he get on the screen. So I had fun with that. I actually went and saw that with my son. Um Child, my thing is freezing. I don't even know if it's gonna let me get through these. Then we have Poker Face, which I actually haven't even got to go back and look at. I think I only watched like one episode. I didn't get to finish it. I know that I was definitely here for, the first season. Is something I enjoyed. I like this actress too. Of course, this had came out on May 8th. And we have Charlie, who has the ability to determine when someone is lying, and her hitting the road, going all around and having these different encounters. And there's a new cast of characters this time that she's trying to, help and investigate and solve things with. So I do have to go back and finish watching. But, let me know if anybody's watching that. If y'all have been able to get past more than the first episode, let me know if y'all thought it was good or not. Then we have Shadow Force, which I actually enjoyed this, y'all. This was with Kerry Washington. I didn't like the fact that they had it in limited theaters. I feel like they be doing that on purpose, but this had came out May 9th, and there's this estranged couple that have a bounty on their head, and basically, of course, they have to be on the run with their son to avoid their former employer. And there's a unit of shadow ops that are sent out, basically to take them out. And they was getting it on and popping. I did enjoy this one. I would definitely recommend it. And whenever it get on streaming services, I will, check it out again. That was, of course, with Kerry Washington. I did like that one. Flight or Fight. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. They was on a flight and it was a whole lot of damn fighting. Okay, that cannot be denied. But I kept going back trying to watch it again. Y'all must have tried this thing like 3 daggone times, and I just really could not get into the storyline of it all. The fight scenes was cool though. It had Josh Hartnett, a mercenary that's has the job of tracking down um different targets, and now he had to get on this plane and protect this lady. But they were surrounded by just a whole bunch of different assassins and people that was trying to take them out on the daggone plane. And it came from the producers of John Wick, so the fight scenes was definitely fighting. I will say that, but I could not, for some reason, really pay attention fully to the story. So I may give it a go again. Now, Duster. I love Duster, y'all. Duster is on HBO Max. If anybody is not watching this is one that I definitely recommend. Okay. A little bit of comedy in there, a little bit of, serious, a little bit of action. This is the 1970s Southwest, the life of a gutsy getaway driver. He's a getaway driver for this growing crime syndicate, and he goes into wildly, stupidly, dangerously crazy. Everyone needs an inside man. So of course she's coming to him for him to be her inside man, right? To be her informant and tell her about the goings-ons of the crime boss, who is somebody that took out her father, and now she's a cop. Part of the reason what made her want to become a cop is to take out, not take out, but get the person that took her father out. And of course, anybody that is like him. And come to find out, even though he doesn't know it, he's working for him, but she's basically saying to him that he took his brother out too. And so this has actually been really good. I've been enjoying that one. Then we have Final Destination. Okay, I don't know why I just sung that, but I love Final Destination. If y'all do not know, Final Destination is my favorite franchise. Okay, I'm here for these all the time. So I was already like, yes, I have to see this. Okay, and I have to take a moment to say that Tony Todd, of course, we know that this was the last movie that he was in. And y'all know I always like to shine a light. So shine a light on him. Hey, shine a light on him. Hey, the original Don Dada, Night of the Living Dead. Of course, most people probably know him for Candyman. Of course, the Final Destination franchise. The Crow, Wishmaster, The Rock, Hatchet, Man from Earth, Frankenstein, Death House, Star Trek Next Generation, voice of a series of daggone video games, Broadway, television appearances. What has this man not done? Not a damn thing. He done did everything. Put some respect on his name. And he basically came here to do this final scene in Final Destination when we find out that he is Mr. Bloodworth. Now, people have been speculating about his role in the Final Destination movies for God knows how long, wondering if he was deaf, if he was a connection to death, being as though he was the coroner and he would always give you the little details. And of course, we got more insight on his character. But I love the fact that he came in and he said, baby, I don't need no script. Okay, just point the camera in my direction. I want to give my last farewell to my fans. And he improvised his last lines, in which he basically said, life is precious. Enjoy every minute, every single second. Okay. You never know when it's gonna be your last. Good luck. And baby, when I tell you, well done, Tony Todd. Well done. Okay. Rest well, sir. You owe us absolutely nothing. We owe you. Okay. Had to put that out there. But as far as this movie, I did like it. Of course, we have this college student who kept having these dreams. She really didn't know why the hell she was having them. Okay. So she wanted to go back home and figure out what was going on, right? And so she had to find the one person who can break the cycle and save her family from the horrific fate. And it ended up being her damn grandmother that nobody messed with, that they was basically like, stay away from her. She cuckoo for damn Cocoa Puffs, girl. Okay. You don't need to be going up and around here through here with her, because of course she kept trying to warn them of things. And I'm not going to go into the whole thing, but I will say to y'all that is a part in this movie. If you know, with a damn MRI machine. And why the next day after I saw this movie, I had to go get an MRI done. Baby, why was I in the machine, right? And I had like my hair up in a bun and all these pins in my hair. And they had to pull me back out the machine and was like, oh, you still got pins? And I was like, what, child? This movie is bad enough. Okay, got me scared of trains, planes, buses, boats, okay, bridges, the damn highways, trucks and all of that. Now we got to add MRI machine to the list. I said, Lord, not me having to be heavied up and pulled out the machine right after seeing that. Lord of mercy. Hey, West Coast Barbara, what's going on? Thank you for coming through. Happy Saturday. Hope you having a good day. Shall log trucks, yes. I don't want to be around nothing. Okay, nothing. And what makes me just love Final Destination so much is I just feel like it's so realistic. It's things that you could, feel that could actually happen. So it's definitely one of my favorite franchises personally. But y'all let me know. Did y'all get to see it? Did y'all like it? I don't know what my rating system would be for them, because I know before the movie came out, I actually went back and did a rewatch of all of them. But yeah, I have to think about that one. Child, I don't know what's going on. When I tell y'all, my daggone computer's doing his own thing right now. But Murderbot, I think I watched like 3 episodes of this. It was a little funny, not necessarily gonna be my first go-to. Is on Apple TV, and Apple TV does have a lot of good things. I always say that. And so This is like an android, a security android robot. I forget his daggone name. Alexander. I always mess up his last name. Skarsgård, I think. Right? He's playing the android, and he has emotions and free will, right? While balancing dangerous missions and a desire for isolation, evading direction, and self hacking. Um, as it finds its place. And the first three episodes, I did chuckle, like I said, and kind of say, okay, this is not what I was expecting. I didn't really know what to expect, but I just figured I would, plop that on and see what it was talking about. So I do plan on going back to it. Then we had Mission Impossible. Okay, that's another franchise that I absolutely love. I was surprised that I saw something on Rotten Tomatoes, even though I don't go by Rotten Tomatoes because there's a lot of things that they have up there that I disagree with, right? Some that I do, but I was surprised to see that they actually rate the Mission Impossible movies. Like the first two is the lowest, and number one is the lowest. I was surprised to see that. I don't know. But y'all let me know how y'all feel about these Mission Impossibles. Do you rock with it? Do you don't rock with it? Of course, we know this supposedly was the final one, right? Which is why it was the final reckoning. I think I like part one better than part two, but I still liked it. And Tom Cruise, of course, is gonna be running every which way, okay? And he gonna be jumping off, buildings, planes, trains, and every damn thing underneath the sun. Hey, Miss T. She said, I like Murder but episodes are short. Yeah, they are short. They really do go by fast. They do go by fast, right? So it's not like you gotta take a long time with it. And what Torian said, then you had the woman in Brazil who saw the movie with a piece of the ceiling fall. Oh yeah, I heard about that. Lord child. Man, that would have really took me out. She the People, another one that I didn't finish, y'all. I did not finish it. I started it. It just wasn't really doing it for me. I may go back to it sometime down the line. Y'all let me know if you were into it or not. Of course, this came out. The first part is May 22nd. The second part is August 14th. She's basically trying to shine in politics, Mississippi first black lieutenant governor, managing her family and, the life of being out here in these streets. Now, this was one that came from Tyler Perry, and I know people have some like him, some don't, and all that, and now all around. And he was getting sued. I think him and her are getting sued because somebody is saying that this was actually their story. I think this is the second time that he's getting sued behind a daggone show or movie. But, we shall see what's going to happen with that. Now, y'all, I can't remember if I had this on the list last month. I want to say that I did. This came out May 29th, The Better Sister. And Jessica Biel usually don't miss. I'm going to say that. I'll give her credit. I know she usually make a lot of series that either go to Hulu or Prime. This was good. I enjoyed this. All right. So Chloe is navigating life with her husband Adam and son Ethan while her sister Nikki battles addiction. Adam is unalive though, right? And so once he's unalive, then we have a whole bunch of secrets being unveiled and shaking up their world, baby. And it's crazy because we end up finding out that her husband was really her sister's husband, and the child that she have there is really her sister's damn child. So it basically like she took her damn sister's life. But it's good, y'all. It's good. I definitely would recommend this one if y'all haven't seen it and you get a chance. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out. If you have watched it, let me know what you thought about it. Then we have The Fountain of Youth. I really wasn't expecting much from this, and I'm gonna go ahead and go out there and say I enjoyed it. This was also on Apple TV as a movie. Okay. And we had that why can't I remember his name? My mind is so blank right now, y'all. I'm sorry. Sometimes I'll be getting the brain freeze of it all. John, I forget his last name, and then we had Natalie Portman. And they are sister and brother, and their father was somebody that, is giving Indiana Jones, okay, in the Temple of Doom, a little bit of Tomb Raider, if you will. and Guy Ritchie, I think, was the producer of it. But it was very good. It had its action, it had its laughs. They of course are searching for the fountain of youth. I would definitely recommend that one if you get some free time to check it out. Miss T says Better Sister was good. We should move just a little bit faster. It was slow at times. Yes, yes. She said Fountain reminded me of National Treasure. Yes, that's another one. Yep. And I used to like those National Treasure movies too. Yeah. So it's definitely kind of in that vibe. Now, Sinners, y'all know this was the talk of the town. Everybody and their mother was talking about it. I loved it, loved it, loved it, loved it, loved it. And this is just kind of a reminder because I already pretty much spoke on my feelings about the movie. It was kind of a reminder to anybody that it may have slipped past you guys that is out now on streaming. You can buy it on Prime or Apple TV, or I'm sure it's probably going to be going to where you don't have to pay for it soon. These movies have been coming on streaming really quick out the daggone theater, and even this one, it made so much money and it was in such high demand that it had actually went back in the theater for a minute. But I'm thinking about doing a watch party in the Discord for this one because I really, really love Sinners. I think it's so good. Just trying to see if we could get that together. But even I noticed the other day that the freaking what the heck is the movie? Damn, why? Oh, The Accountant Part 2 is already out on streaming on Prime, and that one you don't have to pay for. And I was like, damn, this is already out. It was just in the movie. So I actually got to watch it with my god sister. First, we had put on Part 2, but then I found out she never seen Part 1. And I was like, girl, you got to watch Part 1. Like, what are we doing here? And I love Part 1. So I put that on for her because she don't really get to watch that much stuff, and she loved it. And I was like, now you could watch Part 2. So just honorable mention in case anybody um didn't know about it. All right, I think we about to move into the June one. So there are some other honorable mentions that I didn't get to put in those slides. Either they just passed me by, or I didn't think it was worth me putting on a slide, but I'm just going to still mention it to y'all. And that is The Mortician on HBO. That is going to be out June 1st. Most of these I usually put in the Discord, and I put it up, of course, social media and in the community tab just to remind you guys. June 4th, you have Stick on Apple TV. You have Power Moves with Shaquille O'Neal coming on Netflix, also June 4th. June 5th, you have Jenny and Georgia season, is it 3? Yeah, on Netflix. You have Taya season 2 on Netflix. Those are both June 5th. Then you have the BET Awards June 9th. If you still watch BET Awards, I don't know the last time I watched those. But it looked like this one might be interesting that's coming up. I don't know. Then June 10th, you have Call Her Alex on Hulu. Divorce Sisters, BT, another Tyler Perry. Like I said, he getting busy. Y'all about to see a lot of stuff coming from him these next couple of months on BT, Prime, and Netflix. Then you have Trainwreck on Netflix, also June 10th, and The Snake on Fox, June 10th. For anybody that watches Real Housewives, I don't, but you have Real Housewives of Miami on June 11th. Hell Motel, AMC, that's June 17th. June 18th, you have The Buccaneers on Apple TV. We Were Liars on Prime, and The Waterfront on Netflix. Okay. And then June 22nd, you have The Gilded Age season 3 HBO. June 25th, you have Countdown on Prime, which I actually want to see that. I just forgot to add it to the list. And another one I want to check out June 27th is Smoke on Apple TV. So I just didn't want to, forget to mention those because I didn't get a chance to put them on slides. But I more than likely will have them up in the community tab. Of course, BMF came back, and baby, what the hell was going on with the chicken? At this point, I'm going to keep it real with y'all. I'm covering BMF because when I started my channel, I started with BMF. But I look at this as a parody. I don't take nothing about this serious. I feel like if you want to know their real story, your best bet is to watch the documentary. That's just me, because what the hell was happening with the chicken? If anybody could let me know. I'm going to drop the link for Torian so he could join me. Give me a minute, y'all. Yeah, Sinners was absolutely great. That was like the movie of the year, and I feel like you could watch that over and over and over and over, and you probably would notice something different like every single time that you watch it. I love it. Hey, RC, thank you for coming through. Wait, let me see something because I don't even know if I shared it. 1 minute, y'all.
What's going on, Mika?
Yeah. What's up? I'm not feeling that great, but I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. I am here. I've been trying to do this since last weekend. Last weekend I couldn't do it because I was sick. So you can't do nothing about that. And then this weekend I was actually supposed to be going away, which is why I was trying to get it out the way last weekend. But then it got pushed back. So I'm like, okay, cool, let me do it. Then I ended up getting sick last night. Still don't feel the best right now, but a little better. And then it was pouring rain, and I was like, "Are you kidding me?" So the internet was acting all wacky. I was like, if I can't do it today, then I'll do it tomorrow. But we here.
Good.
So as far as the ones that I was mentioning before we get into the June ones, I know I mentioned quite a few, but like I think you actually did a review with the Final Destination, if I'm not mistaken.
I really enjoyed it. I actually enjoyed it.
Yeah.
You said you saw it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was so
Yeah.
satisfying. What happened to that kid at the beginning? It was like when I was in the theater watching it. Let me just tell you something.
Mm-hmm.
And I said this in my review. It is nothing like watching a horror movie with a lot of black people in that theater watching it with you, because we can be so
Mm-hmm.
extra when it comes to these horror movies. But when that
Mm-hmm.
part happened right there, we was like, when he thought he was out of there, we was like something. We was like something get his ass. And as soon as it happened, we all started clapping.
I don't know what is going on, but my laptop. Y'all still hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, my laptop.
For some reason, it keeps muting.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like it's literally doing its own thing. We got our own thing. Oh God. Hopefully it let me make it through this. If not, Torian hold me down. um. Okay, so I I loved it, but that MRI part, it was just so funny to me that I literally had to go for an MRI the next day, and they pulling me out like, "You still got something in your head?" I was like, "What?" I was
No,
so
did you see what I
scared.
wrote? No, did you see what I wrote in the comments about the woman
Mm-hmm.
that was, I think, in Brazil, who had the piece of the ceiling fall on her while watching the
Yeah.
movie?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that would. Listen, that would have been a wrap for me. I ain't even gonna lie.
Right.
That would have definitely been a wrap for me. Some shit like that happened. Mm-mm. I might not have ever wanted to go to the movies again. um, yeah. So BMF, of course, came back, and I wasn't expecting much. Just me personally, I can only say how I felt because that last
I didn't
season
watch it.
just wasn't really doing it for me.
I think
But I
everybody in the
figured.
Discord who watches it wasn't
Mm-hmm.
expecting much from it because, like,
Yeah,
the
at
last
this
season
point, I
left
was
a
like,
bad taste in my
okay,
mouth.
yeah. At this point, it was just like it is what it is. Um, but I still wasn't expecting it to be what it was. I said, "What the hell? Y'all doing too damn much now." I feel like 50 doing that on purpose because he knew he wasn't trying to mess with them no more. It's just I don't know, but anyway, Demarcus loves it. um, I mean, hey, if you like it, you like it. Everybody, we could all watch the same thing and we all have different opinions and perception of it, right? Art is subjective, but for me, I know a lot of people was asking for Lamar and B Mickey to come back, so they're gonna be super happy with that. For the ones that wanted it, I could care less about that. But then they put this part with this chicken in there, and I just can't stop thinking about that. I'm trying to understand. But nonetheless, we're gonna get into this list. So the first one we have is Presence. on Prime. And y'all already know that, listen, I pick some that I am interested in, some I'm not interested in. I try to give a mixture. I try to think about things that people could watch individually with family, with kids, or whatever. You know, we're not all into the same genres and different things of that nature. So I try to mix it up, and hopefully it's one thing you interested in. So this one is supposed to be a family becomes convinced that they are not alone after moving into their new home in the suburbs, child. Y'all already know how that story go. Okay.
Yep. Basically, your
um
house is haunted.
mhm. And I would be moving out the same day I get in. You would not have to, tell me a whole bunch or show me a whole bunch at all. I'll take the first hint. Then, of course, we have Ballerina in theaters June 6th, part of the John Wick. Yeah.
I saw it on Wednesday.
I still want to see this. I haven't got to see this. I want to see this. This is
I really
definitely on the
enjoyed it.
list.
This is actually gone in my top movies of the year so far.
Okay.
I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I feel
I
like
really
they
like how
don't
I
miss.
like how they fleshed. I like how they fleshed out her character. Like they actually gave her a good story, and
Mm-hmm.
they had her go on, like I guess you can say, the hero's journey the correct way. Because they could have messed that character. They could have really messed her character up. But I'm really
Okay.
glad that they went the way that they did. I will say that John Wick does have a rather a more bigger presence in this movie than I thought he would.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like I had a high expectation with this one. Usually, some things I don't really be having that much of a high expectation, but this one I did because I feel like they haven't missed with any of the movies in my opinion, and they didn't miss when they did the Continental show. I just feel like
Mm-hmm.
they do what that needs to be done. They have something good there. So I don't mind when they make a bunch of, whether it be spin-offs or other parts of it, if you're doing what you need to do, if you're doing it the right way. Some people don't be wanting to let it go and still be wanting to do it and then be trash.
Yeah.
It's like
And by
leave
the
it
way,
alone.
this movie happens between part 3 and 4.
Okay. Yeah. I kind of wanted to go back and watch the other ones too. I mean, I just love watching them anyway, but yeah, sometimes I'll be like, let me do a refresher whenever they come up with a new,
Mm-hmm.
one that has, a couple of different spin-offs. But yeah, this is on my list. I haven't got to see it yet, but definitely is there. So the next one we have is Dangerous Animals. I've been hearing a lot of people talking about this. I have not got to see it. This is June 6th as well. Um, Sorry, y'all. Gotta make it a little bigger so I can see. So it says when Zafar, a sexy and free spirited surfer, is abducted by a shark obsessed serial killer. What? I didn't know that that's what this was about. Abducted by a shark obsessed. Oh, okay. I thought they were saying the shark abducted her for a minute. Okay. Abducted by a shark obsessed serial. Yeah, I know, and held captive in his boat. She must figure out how to escape before he carries out a ritualistic feeding to the sharks below. Ooh, okay. Yeah, I heard some good things about this though. Some people that
That's a different take on a shark movie than the ones
right.
that we typically seen that always goes back to Jaws.
Mhm. Yeah. And my mom used to take us to see all the Jaws movies. What's up, Bigger Four? Thank you for coming through. Happy Saturday. Hope everything is good. If y'all not subscribed to Bigger Ford Entertainment, definitely go over there and check him out. They be cracking me up. Um Ritual. You already noticed some,
Another possession movie.
yeah, the clear people stuff. Based on, based on true events, right? We have two priests, one in crisis with his faith. Y'all need to let these go. I'm sorry, and it's always a true event, but okay. I
Yeah,
think
like I
is
said,
this the one
again,
with
it's piggybacking off of The Exorcist.
yes, absolutely, absolutely, and nobody is gonna get that Exorcist again. That was just like
No,
how they say lightning in a bottle.
like in the bottle. Yeah,
Yeah. Um, Two priests, one in crisis with his faith, the other is confronting a turbulent past, must overcome their differences to perform a risky exorcism. Okay. You never know. It could be good. Could be good. But I ain't going to the movies to see it. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. But if anybody sees it before me, definitely let me know. Excuse me. So I could check it out. Um the next one we have is Straw, which I just watched last night and we just was talking about in the Discord. So I'm not gonna give any spoilers. I think me and the ladies are actually gonna do a roundtable about it, and I'll probably do like, my little quick thoughts on it. But I will say that I was not expecting much. Taraji definitely carried this on her back, baby, and did a double backflip with it. Okay, she was acting her behind off, and it had me crying like a baby. I will say that. Okay, I was like, and I was
what
about
I
to do a
found,
little. Uh-huh.
but what I found interesting though is that what I've know from based on the people that I have seen that say that they have seen it, I've
Mm-hmm.
seen it says it got a good reception from the ladies, but the guys
Mm-hmm.
for the most part did not like it. That's what I've
Yeah.
noticed as far as this goes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think he always have his mixture. And listen, there's times I get up here and be going off on Tyler Perry. I definitely think that there's a lot of valid criticism that he ain't paying us no damn mind where he's still gonna do what he wanna
Oh yeah,
do.
he's still going. Oh yeah, because he got to
Yeah.
fulfill them. He got to fulfill that contract.
Mm-hmm. And
He
he
said,
got
"I
a
don't." He said the
lot
movie
of
don't have.
stuff coming up.
He said the movie doesn't have to be good or bad. It's just that I
Mm-hmm.
have to fulfill this contract.
Right. Yeah, that's basically his attitude. And the thing about it, whether he gets a bad reception or a good reception, he's always getting high numbers in the views. So then he's up there like, "Thank you. It's viewed at this amount and it's number one." Even though people are going off about it, he don't give a damn. He like, "You watched it already. Oh well."
Yeah, he built. He has a formula,
Yeah.
and it's working whether you like it or
Yeah.
love
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. Oh, girl, be my cat.
it.
So yeah, of course, with this, she's basically it's just one of them days, like everything is going damn wrong. She's a single mother, she's navigating through a series of unfortunate events. I have had plenty of days last like that, child, that you just be like, this is a day from hell, and it's leading her down an unforeseen path where she becomes embroiled in a situation she never envisioned, finding herself in the center of a suspicious and indifference. I will say that I even was like, okay, so this is like fake John Q set it off, but it's really not. It's really not. Like it leads you to think it's that way, but it's so much more than that. So I did find it interesting. Of course, I also found little things that we could have tightened up and did different, but it is what it is. But y'all let me know. Did y'all check out Straw? Did y'all like it? Not like it? Whatever it may be. Um, so this is another one we have. Um, what is this again? This title is okay. It's
Predator, killer
Predator
of killers.
Killer of Killers. Yeah, June 6th, Hulu.
I've
I
actually
actually
I've
want to
actually heard
see
some really
this
good
one
things
too.
about this.
Yeah, I haven't had a chance, but I do want to see this one too. Three of the fiercest warriors in human history become prey to ultimate killer of killers. Oh, I'm sorry, I ain't supposed to be saying them words on YouTube. I mean, they putting it in the title.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, but yeah, let me know if anybody's gonna be checking that one out. Resident Alien, I love this show, y'all. Y'all know I'm a little geek sometimes. I get into the sci-fi of it all. I like all genres. I like to mix it up. And I forgot how I became across this show, but I came across it a while back. I think we are now on damn, what season are they on now? Oh, I don't even remember. I can't
Good
remember,
evening,
y'all. I can't
Candy.
remember what season they on. But this is a good show. I want to say they probably on 4 now. But I was watching from the beginning. One day I just so happened to come across it. This damn thing cracks me the hell up. He's an alien living on Earth that pretty much kind of took over this guy that was human, took his form and was playing, as him. And of course, he ended up getting caught out there because he was just doing all kind of weird stuff that they was like, "What the hell is wrong with you? What's going on?" And you have other things happening as well. Um, but it's hilarious. If you want something to just, sit back and have your drink and want to laugh, this is definitely one that will do that. So, That's one of my guilty pleasures, and I know my sister used to like to watch that one too.
You remember the show that
Sorry,
came
y'all.
out
I'm
back in
trying
the
to give it
you
a.
remember the show that came out back in the 90s
Um,
called Third Rock from the Sun?
yes. Oh, that was my joint too. Yes.
That show was hilarious. Now, here's the thing. As a kid,
Mm-hmm.
I watched it, but the thing is, I would laugh at the stuff that I got, not realizing I'm missing so many puns because I'm so young and I didn't understand some of it. So when I was able to catch
Mm-hmm.
reruns when I got older, I was
mm-hmm.
dying laughing at how funny that is an underrated comedy of the 90s.
Yeah.
But
It
it had a
kind of
good
give
run though.
those
It ran
kind of
it ran for a few
vibes.
seasons.
Yes.
It did have
Yes.
a good. It did have a. I
Yeah.
think it ran for
I would
maybe at
go
least five
back and
seasons. It
watch
was really
that.
good. That show is
Mm-hmm.
hilarious. That show is so funny.
Yeah.
No, it'd be so funny because out
It
of nowhere,
definitely
he
is.
he would just the main character would just start crashing out because he would start glitching, and because he just
Mm-hmm.
randomly start going around calling women the B word just for no reason. I was like, this is on primetime TV. I said, but see, back then,
Mm-hmm.
you could get away with that. Nowadays, like it'll be hard.
Yeah.
A show
No.
like that today
Mm-mm.
would have to go on streaming. It couldn't be
Yeah.
on a regular network television network.
Yeah. It kind of give those kind of vibes now that you brought that up. I forgot about that show, but yeah, I definitely used to watch that one. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all see when I be pausing, that's because my screen is like doing all different kind of stuff, and it won't even let me click the comments sometimes. So don't think I'm ignoring y'all. What up, Candy Love? Candy Love. Hope you having a good day. Um, hey Vegas. You say you think it's funny too? Yeah, that thing is hilarious. It really is. It really is. I don't know how long they're gonna let it go for, but I need to get caught up with it because I think I might have missed the last season, and now you got this season. So I'm not quite sure what season they're up to. Is either 4 or 5. Um, then you have the Life of Chuck. I've been hearing a lot about this too. Um,
Mm-hmm.
also June 6th. So all of these are for June 6th.
There's a lot of stuff coming out on
Um,
June 6th.
yeah, there's a lot that was coming for June 6th. Like probably 10 to 15 things was June 6th. Um, so Life of Chuck. I'm sorry, y'all. It's just taking a really long time for my screen. I don't know what's happening. Probably got to do a clean out again. Limited theaters. I don't know why so much things is limited theaters. It really be irking my nerves to be honest. But anyway, a life and affirming genre bending story based on Stephen King's novel about three chapters in the life of an ordinary man named Charlie. And I've really been hearing a lot of good stuff, and I'm a Stephen King fan. It's funny that
Mm-hmm.
this is Stephen King because I literally just over the weekend was bored and really just was being lazy, didn't feel like looking, for stuff. And I watched
Mm-hmm.
The Red Rose, I think it was from Stephen King.
Mm-hmm.
Christine, which is one of my favorites. That
Oh
damn
yeah,
movie
Christine is a
still
good
stand
movie.
the test of time all these years later,
Yes,
yo. It
definitely.
really does.
Mm-hmm.
And
It's
there was
crazy
something
it's
else I
crazy how
watched.
Stephen King's mind works. Like for him to come up with these novels and then turn them into movies.
Mm-hmm.
Like who would have thought that we're gonna make a movie about a possessed car? Like who really like just sits there and thinks to do something like that and it works.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. It really did.
The cat wants some attention.
Yes. And all this time she was quiet. What's up, Shayna? Thank you for coming through. The minute I get up here she come. Um, I don't know. I might have to go out and come back in. I don't know what the heck is going on. Oh, I mentioned this one, of course, Tyler Perry, Divorce Sisters. Okay, sisters is not enough. Now we got Divorce Sisters.
When I saw this, I said, wait a minute, is this Tyler Perry? And sure enough, it is.
Yes, it is. It definitely is. I think this was for June 6th too, if I'm not mistaken. No,
Is this
June
like a
10th.
spinoff? Is it like a spinoff of this? Like a whole different
I
show?
think it's its own world. And the only reason why I'm a little interested, girl, be quiet and get out of here, child. I'm sorry, y'all. Only reason why I'm a little interested is because it has what is her name? Oh gosh, why I can't remember her name right now. And Kayla with this in my head. Good, man, I can't remember her name. She come from Destiny Child and she
The
be
cat messed
acting
you up.
Latoya Luckett. Yeah.
Oh,
hmm
okay.
I'm interested because I saw her. But it's five friends: Rashida, Geneva, Naomi, Tiffany, Bridget, and they're supporting each other through marriage, divorce, dating, healing, friendship. You know, the struggles, the bonds. I'm
Mm.
about to lock this damn cat up, child. I swear she was not bothering nothing this whole time. Now here she comes. Um, no, she left when I said that. um,
Oh
now
Lord, I'm looking at
Titan,
this.
y'all already know.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, I didn't know they was making a documentary about this, but man,
Mm-hmm.
the news stories and the controversy and the think pieces that came out about when this happened, man,
Yeah,
that what was that? Was that 2023 when that happened? I think 2 years ago.
yeah.
I think it was 2023.
Mm-hmm.
We'll talk about being reckless and careless. Like, why in the world would you send something like that down there?
I have no idea. Yeah, I don't think I need to watch the documentary on it, to be honest. Torian, can you still hear me?
I can still hear you.
Okay. I'm gonna have to go out and come back in because it's literally telling me my page is unresponsive right now. If
Wow.
you could
Okay.
talk to the people for a minute, I will be right back.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
All right, y'all. What's going on to everybody that's in the chat? Yeah, but I remember when all of this first happened, and I'm sitting there looking like this guy is a billionaire, but he's dumb as a box of rocks, more like a box of feathers. Like, what in the world was you thinking actually sending something down there like that and then using what looked to be like a Timu version of a GameCube controller to operate this thing? And then, all those lives got, well, I'm saying all like it was a whole bunch of people, but it was like what, 4 or 5 of them that was inside of that thing, inside of that. I forgot what that thing was called. It wasn't a submarine, but it was like, it was so flimsy. Yes, thank you, Candy. A submersible to go down there and look at the Titanic. Listen, the Titanic has been examined, re-examined so many times. You don't need to continue to go down there to look at it. If you want to look at the Titanic be examined, watch Titanic or watch any of the other numerous documentaries that they've done on the Titanic over the years. You do not need to keep going down there to look at it because there's nothing has changed. It's the same thing. It has been there since 1912 when it sank. It is nothing new down there, man. But yeah, I remember when that happened, and people was clowning that dude too, even in death. Like, people really didn't care because it's like, how could you be so dumb? I might actually watch that documentary just to laugh at it. That might actually be a comedy to me. I don't mean to sound so, dark about it, but sheesh. Yeah, Candy, that thing was flimsy. It didn't even look. It didn't even look like it cost a lot of money to make. I'm still stuck on that computer game controller, whatever that thing was that they used to that he used to control it, if you want to call it that. Man, just a shame. Oh, Tamika's back. I'm glad
All
you
right,
stopped on something
y'all.
I was familiar with because that's the only way I would have kept that conversation going, and not something I wasn't familiar with.
I'm sorry, y'all. I knew this was a possibility. It's just,
I hate
it's
when those
that.
pages say they unresponsive.
Yeah. um, Child, I don't know. I don't need to
You was on.
watch that.
Yeah, me
Yeah, the
neither. Like I said,
submarine.
like I was saying, I don't know if you heard me. I said I'll just watch it to laugh at it because
Oh my god.
when I looked at it, listen, I remember the conversation around that. Everybody was like, you saw more people clowning that than being more sympathetic to what happened because it was like, what
hmm
in the world is this? You got all that money and that's what you came up with.
Yeah. It was unfortunate that, that's why I say these people want to take, trips down below. They want to go look at stuff that's from 1,000 years ago, and we want to go to the moon. And child, what was that? What did they do? Because they didn't go to the moon. They was. I said, wait, they back? What the hell? And you spending millions of dollars on this, like, and there's so much other stuff that we need money for that we keep saying we ain't got it. So yeah, I don't know, but that was definitely, like, I wouldn't have been in there. I'm sorry, I barely could ride
No,
in a
no.
damn boat above water.
Mm.
Okay, I gotta take motion sickness
And I
medication
don't
for
think
that.
they. I don't even think that thing passed any kind of safety
No,
regulations either, and they still sent it down there
yeah,
anyway.
yeah, mm, mm, mm. Yeah. So if anybody's interested in watching that, y'all could check that out. When was that? June 11th on Netflix. So this one is Deep Cover Prime Video, June 11th. I think I want to see this one. Let me see if it's gonna let me make it bigger, because it seems like every time I try to do that, that's when I get problems. But I gotta be able to see. This is too damn tiny for me. This is on Prime. Um, let's see. This is really playing games with me now. Let me get through on my self care. So it's three improv actors are asked to go undercover by police in London's criminal underworld. Um, the preview looked interesting. I don't know, but if it's one day that I'm bored in here, I'll pop it on. Because Prime makes some pretty good stuff too. Between them and Apple, is
Yeah.
usually more good than not. Then this I actually had forgot about. I was like, football, this sounds familiar. What is that? Then I realized, I'm like, oh yeah, he got a damn show too. Because Sylvester Stallone got Tulsa King. All of them are coming and doing TV now. So
Hmm.
this is Arnold. It's funny because I just was watching all the Terminator movies over the weekend too. And I was like, why the hell
Hmm.
did they make that last Terminator movie? That pissed me off.
I
But
didn't
anyway,
watch it.
it was horrible. They messed up the whole damn story.
I looked at the trailer and deemed it so. I said them even bringing back Linda Hamilton wouldn't even
Mhm.
save that.
Mhm. Yeah. And that was the wrong decision in my opinion. We gonna act like it don't exist. But this is Arnold Schwarzenegger and Football. This is season 2, Netflix. I liked the first season, so
Hmm.
I'll check it out when I get a chance. I don't know how many people was watching that. And then Materialist Theaters, June 13th.
I
I'm
swear that
sorry.
Pedro Pascal gonna keep a job.
Oh yeah, he stay working.
I mean, it seems like this dude is like everywhere. It's like every month he
Mhm.
popping up in something. But you
Yeah.
know what? I ain't mad at it. He's a
Yeah.
very good actor. He's very marketable. He's very charismatic. People love him, so
Mhm.
that's why he's gonna stay employed.
I'm sorry, y'all. I hope I ain't like chewing loud, but I have to have a piece of candy every now and then because I'll be getting nauseous and dry mouth and all kind of stuff. But then,
Hmm.
June 13th, a young ambitious New York matchmaker finds herself torn between the perfect match and her imperfect ex. Yeah, he's definitely keeping a job. I think he got like 3 or 4 movies coming out back to back in the theaters. Plus, we know he was in The Last of Us,
In
and
Last of Us,
gonna be in a Fantastic Four. I do want to see that.
yeah.
hmm So, How to Train Your
I've
Dragon.
heard very good reviews for this as far as like people who was able to see it early. They said this
hmm
might be one of the better live action movies. And those live action movies can be hit or miss. Now I've
Yeah,
never seen the original one, but I've heard the original animated is one of the best animated movies ever made. The both of them, because they had
yeah,
two of
that
them.
was good.
And
That was good.
actually,
I have probably still have that somewhere in here.
did you see the movie
Hmm.
did you see the movie Black Phone?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The main actor in that, he's in this.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm actually
Yeah,
glad he's
Black
getting more
Phone
work
was
because
good. I was surprised that
that
it
was
was
really
getting a
good.
part two though. I was like, wait a minute,
I
what
was
the
actually
hell is
surprised too
going?
because I'm trying to figure out how this where the story's going to go with that. I was surprised too when I found I didn't know they was getting a part two
Yeah,
until they dropped the
it's
trailer for it
giving
like
Freddy
last week.
Krueger.
Yeah. So, but yeah,
Yeah,
I
when
said
they dropped that
when I
trailer,
saw
I was like, this is giving me Freddy.
when I saw Black Phone, I said I want him and the actress that played the sister to get more work because for child actors and this being like their
Mm-hmm.
first role, I think it was both of their first movie or maybe first big breakout role. They acted as if
Mm-hmm.
they've been acting since birth. Like they killed those parts.
Oh
Like they were
yeah.
so believable. So I'm actually
Mm-hmm.
glad that he's getting more
Yeah.
work because he's actually a really good actor. I said he's gonna be one of the ones that you're gonna
Yeah,
have to
I
watch out
agree.
for in the future.
I agree. I definitely agree. Um, Side note too. I don't
Hmm.
think I put that up here, but I did get to watch Bring Her Back.
Oh,
That
how
movie
was
was
that? Because that
disturbing as
trailer was
hell.
crazy. That trailer looked
That movie was
insane.
disturbing as hell. I was like, what is going on? I don't know. That's like a traumatizing damn movie. I'm
Yeah,
not going to talk about that one.
the trailer alone looked very disturbing. Like when I looked at it, I was like, "What?" I was
Mm-hmm.
like, "What in the world is going on?" I said, "If this is the trailer, I can only
Mm-hmm.
imagine what the rest of the movie looked like."
Yeah, and I believe if I'm not mistaken, somebody could correct me. I think it comes from the same people that did Talk to Me, which I really
Oh,
like
that
that
was
one. But
so
this
good.
one was,
Talk to me was real good.
oh, this one was so freaking. It was a lot. I was like, what the hell is going on here, child? Yeah, they was doing a lot in there. They was definitely doing a lot in there. It kind of like I think the only other movie that had me with those type of emotions is Sinister. I still to this
Mm.
day be like Sinister was on another level. But yeah, I did get to see that. What's up, Moochie?
Was an
Hey,
auntie,
put
one of
your
my digital
hands
aunties in the building.
up. I hope you enjoying yourself. Um,
I saw the trailer for this when
so
I went to go see Ballerina.
yeah, I want to see this. Anything with Samuel Jackson, I'm
Sam
gonna be ready to
Jackson,
check it out. Him,
and they got
like if it's
they
him
got
or
Pierce
Denzel,
Brosnan
they
one of
already.
several James Bonds.
Yeah. Hmm. So this is like buried secrets of an 1870s Montana town spark violence when a young man returns to reclaim his legacy and is caught between a sheriff determined to maintain order and a mysterious stranger hell bent on destroying it. Yeah, I want to see what this is talking about. June 13th. I'm here for it. Definitely here for that one. Um, let's see. Then we have I can't even see what they'll say, y'all. I ain't gonna tell you no lie.
This is Echo Valley.
Oh, Echo Valley, Apple TV, June 13th. Again, Apple be making some good stuff. The freaking trailer. I'm like Miss Julianne Moore in here on some mess. That's her name. For some reason, now it came back to me. She's also in the one I was first talking about, Sirens. She's in this
Mm-hmm.
as well.
Yeah.
The trailer looked like she about to be in some damn foolishness though. Something is happening
One
with
of my
her daughter.
favorite movies with her is it's a movie with her, Ryan Gosling, Emma Stone, and what's his name from Evan Almighty? Steve Carell. It's a comedy movie. Oh,
Mm.
I need to look this up because it's gonna blow my if I don't
Yeah, I know
know
how that is.
what that is.
Um, but yeah, Echo Valley. Um,
Crazy Stupid Love.
oh, I got that in here
That movie
too.
is hilarious. And I don't
Mhm.
even really, and that's not even a movie that's in my like one of the genre of movies that I would typically lean toward. But that
Mhm.
movie right there is so good. It is a really good movie. Like I remember just happened to watch it because like it was a lot of hype around it because of the cast, and I never saw it in the theaters and nothing like that. So it came on HBO, and I said, let me go ahead and just sit and watch this movie, and I was actually entertained. To the point where every time it came on, I would always watch it. That is a very, if y'all never seen Crazy Stupid Love, watch that. That is a really good romance comedy movie.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm here for this. I feel like she don't usually miss. She don't pick too many bad projects. I know everybody have their time, but I think this is gonna be interesting from how they, put the trailer up. Could be not, but I'm gonna check it out and see what is going on. Kate is dealing with a personal tragedy while owning and training horses in Echo Valley and isolated in Picturesque place when her daughter Claire arrives at her doorstep, frightened, trembling, and covered in someone else's blood. And child, I don't know what mama did, but mama looked like she about to be out there doing some damn things. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna check that one out, and I will definitely give y'all the update if because like I said, I think Apple TV does pretty good too. She said I was supposed to be up there with you. Oh, well, girlie, you were waiting with your family time. That's okay. We got next month, and we gonna hopefully get our throwback movie going. Like a lot of my segments, I haven't been able to do. I'll actually hope. I'm gonna say I can yet hope that I could do a trivia at the end of the month. I need it. I really do. If not this month, then maybe next month. So I'm gonna try to work on that too.
Yeah, I've been missing those trivias.
Yeah, I definitely missed the trivias. Um, Said you was sick with a cold. Baby, listen, I done had everything. And then respiratory infection, the flu, pneumonia. Don't even talk to me about being sick.
Summer colds are the worst kind of colds to have.
Yes, it really is. And before, I never really was a person that gets sick like that, but I would catch a summer cold before a winter cold. And I usually try to heavy up.
I'm the opposite. I rarely catch a summer cold. I'm more of like a fall, winter cold type of person. When spring hits, like I find that my allergies don't really kick in. Like how some people's allergies really kick in with the spring because of the pollen. Not really.
It's been bad this year. Everybody I talk to been having allergies. Even when I went to the doctor. Now, mind you, I'm going here for him to give me my care. He couldn't even get his words out because he kept coughing and sneezing. All the nurses was coughing. I said, what the hell going on? Everybody was like, my allergies, my allergies. I'm sitting here asking him, like, are you okay? Do you need help? Do you need water? And he, no, I'm okay. And then finally he had to run out the room and go get. I was like, what the hell? I'm supposed to be coming. Don't tell me my doctor about to drop. God forbid.
Right.
But everybody kept saying, like, my allergies, my allergies. It seemed like it's been really, really bad this year with that. And New York has been crazy. The weather, like, literally up until probably 3 days ago, we were still getting cold weather. Like, I mean, cold weather and raining. I was like, what the hell? We supposed to be in June. It's so mixed up, but here we are.
Yeah.
Now it's hot. But another one from Liam Nelson. I don't really mess with this man no more, but hey, I still put it up.
Oh yeah, and I know why. I know
for
exactly
whoever
why.
Do. This is Absolution. I think Hulu June 13th, if I'm not mistaken. But I think you could buy it on Prime. An Asian gangster attempts to reconnect with his children and rectify the mistakes of his past, but the criminal underworld won't loosen their grip willingly. I guess. I still put it up there for whoever may be interested. Yes, this computer is moving so slow. I probably got to clean it out again. I don't know what's going on. Or it's from the weather. The Chosen, season 5. I have no clue what this show is about, but obviously somebody.
I thought it was a movie. I didn't know it was a show.
5 seasons. Prime June 15th. I think this is actually biblical, if I'm not mistaken.
It is. Like when they said the Chosen and they said the Last Supper, I already knew where that was going.
Yeah. So yeah, they have 5 seasons. So obviously somebody like them, for whoever's watching, is on Prime June 15th. Hey, it could be good, and I like biblical stuff, but I haven't been like, let me sit down and watch this. So if anybody knows, then could tell me what what's happening in the end that I should check it out and let me know. Then we have Sally. I think she's the first woman astronaut, if I'm not mistaken. Um,
Mhm.
First one to go in space. Conceived a deeply personal story. Her life partner, Sam, unveils their covert 27-year romance and his accompanied sacrifice. I think this might be a true story, if I'm not mistaken. Sally, Disney Plus, June 17th.
I'll be back, Tamika.
Okay. Yeah, this is a true story. So I like watching stuff based around real people. No, Moochie is a doc. I mean, I'm about to say it's a documentary. So I'm thinking about this. Is a show. Is a show. I don't know. I might check it out. Cause I mean, how many seasons do they have about the Last Supper? Obviously, it got to be talking about more than that. So I don't know. 28 years later, I definitely want to see this. This is in theaters June 20th. I love 28. What was it? It was 28 days and then 28 weeks, and now we got 28 years. This trailer for this looked absolutely crazy. I know everybody is not into the horror. A lot of my subscribers is not into the horror. They don't be messing with it, but I love me a good old horror. Okay, and I like I said, the first two, especially the first one. So I definitely will want to check this out. This will be June 20th in theaters. We have a group of survivors of a rage virus lives on a small island. When one of the groups leave the island on a mission into the mainland, and he discovers secret wonders and horrors that have mutated not only the infected but the survivors. Ooh, I'm gonna go see this one. What say you, Torian? Are you back, Torian?
I might like watch it maybe when it come on streaming.
Okay.
Like I
Did
mean,
you
I
see the
saw like
first one?
28 days. Yeah, I saw 28 days. You know what it is? I never saw 28 weeks later. I saw
Okay.
28 days later.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I
I
saw
remember
both of
when
them.
I
I
remember when
think the
28
first
days
one.
later came out. I remember when 28
Mm-hmm.
days later came out years ago, and it was so much hype around that movie. This was
Mm-hmm.
before social media really
Oh
took
yeah.
off. This is
Mm-hmm.
back like in our MySpace days. That showed you how long
Mm-hmm.
ago that was.
Yeah. Yeah. I like that one. Um, this for the kids or family.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Um, Elio. I don't know if I'm saying it right. A space fanatic with an active imagination finds himself in a cosmic misadventure when he must form new bonds with alien life forms, navigate a crisis in intergalactic proportions, and somehow discover who he truly meant to be. That is also June 20th. So y'all might want to go take the kiddies
Mm-hmm.
and check that out. Uh, let's see. Let me
What's going on,
see.
Detroit?
So if you want to see a good movie called The Last Supper with Courtney B. Vance, Cameron Diaz, and many others, it's not a religious movie, but it's really a good movie. 1995. I promise you will like it. I feel like I saw that. I feel like I saw that, but I have to look it up. Thank you. What's up, Detroit Kings? What's going down, brother? Detroit, what was up with the chicken in BMF? Can you tell me? You got the inside scoop in the Detroit streets. Can you tell me what was happening? These is my peoples. I rocks with me some, Daffy and them. The day the earth
Portuguese.
still, I mean, the day the earth blew up, Looney Tunes, okay? Looney the Tunes. My screen is
Something
frozen
tells
again,
me
y'all.
something tells me that this movie is gonna have some slight adult themes in it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I just have a feeling I have a feeling it's not going to be necessarily the children's movie people think it's going to be. And Tamika froze up on us. Well, it looks like y'all got me again. You know, I guess I'm the intermission again for the second time. But how is everybody doing so far right now in the chat? I hope everybody's doing well. I hope your Saturday is treating you nice. I hope that y'all are making sure that y'all are getting your water in, making sure you're staying hydrated, because it might be warm wherever it is that y'all are, where you are dwelling or wherever you are. Detroit said, did you talk about smoking? Now, we haven't gotten to June 27th. I think date-wise with the movies and shows, I think we're on June 20th. So we're coming up on like that last full week of movies and shows. Once Tamika gets her laptop together. But I didn't watch BMF though. I think like most people in the Discord, I am tapped out of that show after that lacking mid season 3. What's going on, EJ? After that, I think I'm tapped out, and you know the network is tapped out too, which is why this season is its last season. And you know what? Nothing of value will have been lost as far as I'm concerned. So let it bow out gracefully, and the rest is history. Detroit said, "Don't waste your time." Trust me, I won't. I won't. Because when 12 o'clock hit, I was knocked out. I'm not going back to watch it. I'll just take whatever y'all say in the Discord and see what y'all say about it. And whatever y'all say, I'll believe it. Because they were doing some goofy stuff last season. And it looks like they're going to be doing goofier stuff this season. Oh, but Detroit. Ballerina was really good. I'm just saying. If y'all are a fan of the John Wick series, I think y'all will like this movie. And she's back.
Y'all, thank God we almost at the end because this is pissing me off. I swear, this is why I don't be doing live so much. And it's either I don't feel good, the laptop acts stupid, the internet out. It just don't want to let me be great. Like, what the hell? Child, I already watched BMF, y'all. I was so mad at them chickens, I swear. I don't know why we had chickens in here. And the chicken said, what the hell I got to do with this? Hey, EJ, what's going on, girlie? I got to hit you up, too. So, yeah, we don't got that many left, y'all. I think it was like maybe 2 with that.
Yeah, we going into like the last week. Mm-hmm. I think I know what the last. If you say we got 2 left, I think I know what the last 2 are going to be. But I'll let you get to them.
This is crazy. That time it just kicked me out. Rude as hell. Oh gosh. I know we was talking about the Looney Tunes.
Mm-hmm.
I'll check that out because that's gonna be on Max. And like I said, I like them.
You know what I watched for the first time in its entirety yesterday, and I was literally in tears laughing? Police Academy.
Oh, that what you never? Oh, that's my joint right there.
That's the thing. That's the thing. I've watched. I've seen it in bits and pieces, but I never watched it in its entirety. Know
where we was at.
We was on Looney Tunes.
I know we was on Looney Tunes, but I don't know what number that was. This thing so disrespectful just kicked me the hell out. Okay. So we have a few more, not too many. EJ said, I watched BMF. I don't have anything bad or great to say. It wasn't terrible. I still don't like Marquisha Raggedy Ass. Ugh, throw her in the trash. And I will always support black stuff. Love John. Welcome to check out Ballerina. Yeah, child. Listen, I started my channel doing, of course, Tyler Perry shows, but BMF was like literally the first thing that I did my review on my channel. Even though I think I deleted that video, I was like, ooh, when I went back and looked at it. But I started out with them, so it's like I started with them. I'm gonna finish it out. This supposed to be the last season. It is what it is. But baby, not the chicken. Like, what are we doing here? Mm-mm. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I keep talking about that chicken, but that just really blew mine. I'm sorry. um. So yeah, I don't know if we're gonna do like a group discussion on it, but I gave my quick thoughts. So this is Bride Hard.
I saw
I
this
don't know.
trailer. I saw this
Somebody may
trailer for
want to
this
see
one.
it.
Yeah, I saw the trailer for this
Uh
when
huh.
they when I watched Ballerina.
Uh huh.
I think I'll pass on this one, but I'm sure it's definitely going to have an audience out there for. When I
Mhm.
first looked at it, it reminded me of Bridesmaids if they were
That's what I was
if they were
thinking.
if it was if Bridesmaids was an action movie.
Mhm. Yeah, I had thought about
And by the way, Bridesmaids
Bridesmaid.
is hilarious.
It is. It really is. So I mean, you never know. I'm not gonna discount it. It could be funny, but it's not something that I'm gonna be rushing to. But yeah, this comes out June 20th. Um, when you have a mercenary group take a lavish wedding hostage and have no idea what they are in for, with the maid of honor is actually a secret agent ready to rain hellfire upon anyone that's messing with her best friend at her best friend's wedding. Okay. So then we have Survive. I actually want to see this. Prime, June 20th, I think. A couple celebrates their son's birthday in the middle of the ocean on their boat. A violent storm hits and brings a hungry creature from the depths, and they have to fight for their survival, child.
Reminds me of Trimmers.
Okay.
Now this I'm looking forward to. I've been wanting to see
Yeah,
this ever
yeah.
since I saw the teaser for it last
I
year.
want to see this.
F1. I really want to see this. And I
Mm-hmm.
am going to see it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
And yet I think this is damn. Oh, there we lost Tamika again. Sheesh. But yes, I'm looking forward to F1, with Brad Pitt. And I think this is Damson Idris's first big movie role. Since, well, I don't think he's done like really any big movie, even while he was on Snowfall. So I think this is like his first big role. And when I saw this, I said, okay, I'll check it out. And to have his first big movie be alongside Brad Pitt, that's huge. But I'm very much sure, very looking forward to this. I actually was able to get a pass to see it literally maybe about 4 or 5 days before it comes out nationwide or worldwide. So I'm gonna be able to see it on that Monday, the week that it comes out, because I think it comes out on that Friday, but I'm able to see it that Monday. So the trailer very much thoroughly impressed me. The cinematography looks amazing. I'm sure they're gonna get nominations for that. How they do the camera work inside and around the F1 car, which is like one of the fastest cars in the world. I mean, the way that they whip that thing around the track, like, you got to be on point. Excuse me. You mess up one wrong move and that's it. Your car is wrecked, and you might be wrecked with it. So, yes, I am definitely looking forward to F1 or Formula One, which honestly, I'm not into NASCAR and stuff like that. However, I would like to go to a Formula One racing event, preferably if Lewis Hamilton is the one in the event. If y'all not familiar with Lewis Hamilton, look him up. And now we have to play the waiting game again. Luckily, I don't think Tamika has that many more things to go through as it pertains to these shows and movies. Exactly, EJ. This is definitely going to be something different. This is definitely not him playing Franklin on Snowfall. This has nothing to do with that. So this is going to be very different for him, and he's using his actual British accent, like he's not using an American accent like he was in Snowfall. So I'm glad that he's actually doing something different. This is very different for him. Because I think the storyline is that Brad Pitt is a what they would consider to be a washed up F1 driver, and now you have new blood coming in who was Damson Idris's character, and he now is competing against him. So it's kind of like one of those stories. EJ said, "Miss some of the oh yeah, you did miss quite a bit because we're almost at the end like of the month. Of course we talked about Ballerina. We mentioned BMF. There's some shows there that I'm not too familiar with. They're doing a documentary on that submersible thing that happened about 2 years ago. What else is coming out? How to Train Your Dragon, the live action version of that, and it's some other stuff. I can't really remember it all because it's a lot. June has a lot of stuff coming out, and then it's a couple more things that once Tamika comes back on that we still have to talk about. It's not that much left though, because we're in the last week of the month. It's two of them for sure that I'm looking forward to outside of F1. But I'll wait till she come back in and she can bring it up. Come to think of it, July is going to have a lot of stuff. Now that I think about it. But I think a lot of the reasons, a lot of this, like a huge dump of stuff coming out, is because this is all the remnants of that writing strike that happened last year. Or was it the year before?
Can you hear me? No, I
Yeah,
can't.
I can hear you. I was muted. I muted myself.
Listen, y'all, I had to go get my other laptop. I ain't even got my camera. Okay, I ain't got my camera. I ain't got the man. I ain't got nothing. I had to get the other laptop out the other room. Then I had to wait for the code to be able to sign back into the stream. Y'all, I'm
Wow.
over it right now. Like, oh, child, thank y'all for hanging in there with me, and thank you, Gloria. I'm just like, what is going on? Lord have mercy, child. Mm. Okay.
Luckily, we're near
I
the
don't know
end.
where we was at with this at this point.
We was on F1.
All right, child. Mm.
You was on F1.
Okay, there we go. Lord, please. Hopefully this is gonna work, y'all. My internet is interneting. Just let me finish. I know this is Brad Pitt and what's his name?
Damson
Why I can't
Idris.
think of his name right now. Can y'all hear me?
I can hear you.
Mm, mm, mm. Oh, this is so aggravating. Can y'all hear me?
I can hear you.
Mm. My internet is really showing out. But I had a feeling that's why I was even thinking about switching it for tomorrow because we was getting such bad rain over here. And anytime we do, the internet be a mess. Um, but I was saying, what's his name from Snowfall is in
Yeah,
here with
Damson
Brad Pitt. I
Idris.
couldn't think of his name.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Damson Idris.
So I was really looking forward to this one. I want to check this one out. A former one driver comes out of retirement to mentor and team up with a younger driver. Yeah, when I saw the trailer, I was interested. The Bear, I've been trying to catch up with the Bear, y'all. People been telling me about the Bear for God knows how long. I finally have started season 1, but they are on season 4 now. Of course, this comes on Hulu, and I think this is gonna be June 25th. Got a lot of people that say the Bear is the bomb. Then you got Megan
Yeah.
2.0. I definitely want to see this. Megan cracks me
This,
up.
yeah, this remind when I saw the trailer for Megan 2.0, it reminded me of Terminator 2. That's the vibes that I was getting from it because like the first Terminator movie, he sent there to take out Sarah Connor, just like Megan, like
Hmm.
she's a robot, like an AI, and she ends up going haywire and she starts taking out people. And in the second one, he's sent there now to protect John Connor, just like in
Hmm.
Megan 2.0, she's there to protect the girl
Yeah,
from a bigger threat, much like in T2, the bigger threat was a T1000, the liquid looking one. So that's
exactly.
the vibe that it was giving me when I saw the trailer.
Hmm. Yeah, I didn't even think about it in that way, but that's definitely true. That's definitely true. Yeah, I'm here for Megan. That looks like that's gonna
Now
be
I
a good
definitely
one.
ready for this.
Yes, yes, yes.
last the
I know
last the
that.
last season.
I'm hearing they supposed to have a few spinoffs, and one of them is gonna be, in America. I don't know if we need to do that because they might mess it up. They might mess up the formula. But it would be interesting. Now, what they were saying is that Netflix allegedly wanted them to call it Squid Games, keep the same name.
Mm-hmm.
Like Squid Games America, and the people that make it was kind of like, no, they would wanted to have a children's game that comes from America. So I was like saying some games with my friend the other day, like, what game do you think they would choose? It's interesting though. I want to see which way they gonna go with it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's June 27th, I think. Inga, we talked about it with her the last time, so I think she's supposed to
Yeah.
put something together again. Definitely looking forward to that
Oh,
one,
you
even though
missed
I don't
one.
want it to. Oh, wait a minute. Hmm. Okay, what do I not have up here?
Go back. Go back. That one. Ironheart.
Oh, Ironheart. Yes, I'm looking forward to this. And the disrespect, first of all, that y'all waited so late to even be promoting this. I caught it. I seen that. And then why is everybody having a damn fit? I don't know why I'm acting shocked. This happens every single time. But Torian, any
Yeah.
thoughts?
I'm looking forward to it as well. Like I had a video, like I did a like almost like a podcast style video that I uploaded today. It was almost 2 hours. It was me and two other guys was talking about like how we feel like they sabotaged it before the movie even, the show even comes out. But I said I'm gonna look at it and I'm gonna
Mhm.
give an unbiased take on it because they're dropping three
Mhm.
episodes on the first day, which was on the 24th, and then they're dropping the last 3 the following week, and then that's like the whole
Mm-hmm.
show right there. So it's 6 episodes in total.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna watch it to see, what it is, and I'm gonna give
Mm-hmm.
my unbiased. I'm gonna tell you what I liked about it and what I did not like about it. And I rarely review shows, but I said I'm gonna review this one just because of the treatment that it's been
Mm-hmm.
getting. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm definitely checking this out. I was looking forward to it because I don't know, child. I don't know what they doing, but nonetheless, I want to support it. Because I seen some funny shenanigans going on. So, but it is what it is. But yeah, y'all, we made it through. We made it through. I don't know what the heck was going on, but this thing was giving me a hard time today. Sometimes, we ain't got no patrol. It happens.
Mm-hmm.
Just gotta work with it. But I thank everybody for coming through, and I appreciate you all.
Yeah.
If you come on the replay, let us know replay game you came by. Let us know what you are watching. Okay, if there's anything that I missed off the list that you know is coming out in June, definitely watch any of the dates. Yes, we got to support. Yes, we got to
Mm-hmm.
support. We got to support. Okay. 'Cause these people be playing games. Like the fact that they wasn't even giving no promotions and they dropped the trailer so close to when it was coming out already had me annoyed. And then people, the same usual
Yeah.
suspects
Mm-hmm.
coming with the damn nonsense. What can you do? But Torian, what you got going on? I've been seeing you getting busy. Sometimes I go back and watch the replay. I don't catch all of them, but you be getting busy
Yeah.
uploading a lot of stuff.
Um. Well, tomorrow is True Crime Sunday. Tomorrow topic is going to be on the unaliving of Sam Cooke. That's
Okay.
so yeah. So it's always been some things going on with that one, and I found a documentary. We do those on Rumble, so that's going to be tomorrow. Also, this upcoming week on Tuesday,
Mhm.
me, Candy Love, I think probably Monique 69 Ways, and I'm probably Aries are going to do a throwback review of Misery on Tuesday. Because this past Tuesday, we did it on Serial Mom. We finally got together and did Serial Mom. That was a good one. We was up there dying laughing. That movie is hilarious. If anyone's never seen Serial
Mhm.
Mom, make sure y'all go ahead and check that out. That is a very classic, underrated classic
Yeah.
comedy film right there. So we're going to be doing that. And also, every day for this month, this month is Black Music Month. I've been doing daily polls talking about like different music, like people can vote in, because at the end of the month, on the
Mhm.
last Saturday of the month, which is about 3 weeks from today, um I'm gonna be doing a Black Music Month jam session on Rumble based on the polls for the month. So far this is day 7. We did best collab, best male R&B group, we did best female R&B group. Today we
Mhm.
did best male vocalist, and tomorrow is going to be best female vocalist. And I have a whole bunch of them that's lined up, ready to go every single day. I put the poll up at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I share them in Discord. I need to start sharing them in more than just my Discord as well, which I'm probably gonna start doing tomorrow. I do it in a Discord. I put it on
Mhm.
Patreon, on Threads, in my
Yeah, I
Instagram
was
stories,
talking
and on
about the
Twitter.
fact that I was talking about the fact that it's Black Music Month earlier when I did my self care. Definitely got to share some stuff for that, and that's another reason why I wanted to try to do a trivia at the end of the month. But if I can't, and then we'll do it next month. But definitely want to do one soon. It's been a minute. Misery is my absolute favorite. That's another one I never get tired of. I watched that the other day too because I told you I was just in my Stephen King bag. Sometimes I just get in the mood for certain things, so I never get tired of that one. That's a classic.
Yeah,
Um,
Misery is really good.
mhm. Kathy Bates wasn't playing.
Oh, phew,
Yeah. Oh my
man,
God, EJ, it's too much stuff that you be saying you never seen, girl. We gotta get
Misery
some of
is
these
good.
going in the
You
Discord
gotta
or
watch it.
something. Yeah,
Misery is
that
really
is
good,
definitely
EJ.
good. Hmm.
It is on the.
So,
I would say it is on the horror side. It's not supernatural, or anything like that. But imagine being in a
hmm.
situation like that. That would be horrifying. But it is on the horror side. It is. It does have some scary elements to it,
It's good though. Kathy Bates
and
is
it's a double. And it's a
definitely.
double
Did
on
she
time.
win an award
And
for
the
that
title of the
role?
movie is a.
I don't
Yeah,
even.
the movie. The title of the movie is like a double entendre because it does have a double meaning. I would suggest that if
Hmm.
you do plan on
Yeah,
watching the
that's
live that
definitely
I'm going to be
classic.
on with,
Well, for
that
me,
if you
I
watch
put
the
up
live,
my thoughts, child, on that Shy.
have fun with that. Like I said, I tapped out of the shot when they fired Jason Mitchell for that BS, and that was how many
Oh yeah,
seasons
yeah,
ago.
yeah. Yeah, a
That's
lot
when
of
I
people did. A
tapped
lot
out
of
of
people
it.
been left, but I just feel like I've been doing it this long, so I'm just like I'm on the boat. I'm on the boat. But I said like just a quick thoughts on it for anybody that's interested. And I did my quick thoughts on Dan BMF. To be honest, I enjoyed the last episode of the show way more than I did BMF. I just was like, what the hell is this? So that's saying a lot. Um, so yeah, y'all can check that out. I'm not too sure if the ladies and I are doing any kind of roundtable. Gotta talk to them behind the scenes. Usually we would probably like replace the BMF with the power, and we usually do our shower Mondays. Tuesday I'll join Inga for the Godfather of Harlem, and Wednesday will be the last two episodes with Nita hosting Forever. That show was so good. I'm so can't wait for season 2 of that. And I think she was trying to do something with that Straw too, the Straw movie with Taraji. So I'll see. I gotta talk behind the scenes. I'll just say keep y'all notifications on. Thank y'all everybody that came out today. I appreciate y'all. If y'all come on the replay, definitely make sure y'all are subscribed to Torin. If you're not already subscribed to him, make sure y'all hit that like, y'all comment, y'all subscribe to me. Okay, I'm trying to get back out here in these streets. I don't be out here the way I used to, but slowly but surely, I'm making my way. I keep hearing about Will Train. I haven't watched that. I did have it on the list and I forgot, and people keep bringing it up to me. Um, EJ says added to my new never ever watched series. I always watch the Shine BMF. I don't know about BMF this season. Yeah, girl, child. I don't know either. I think 50 just said FBI at this point. But yeah, shout out to everybody that came through. Detroit Kings, EJ, Vegas. I don't even remember everybody that was here. Lemon Kush Pepper. I appreciate all of y'all. Definitely shout out to you, Torian, for holding it down when I kept getting kicked out.
Yeah, no
Candy
problem. I
Love,
appreciate you bringing me up.
Shayna.
I love coming up here. Like I couldn't, like I said, I couldn't do it last month because I was preoccupied. But I said I definitely will be here for this
Yeah,
month,
you
and I
had your
definitely
birthday.
can't.
You had to get the birthday
Right,
things on.
exactly. But I definitely can't wait for July. Woo, July. That's gonna be that. Just
Yeah,
for those three main movies
it's a lot.
alone,
It's a lot.
it's gonna be a lot going on in
It's a
July.
lot. Yeah, I got lists in here that's like going all the way up to I think to November, December, something like that. But I know these summer movies is about to be on and popping. So hopefully I ain't gonna have no thunderstorms. My internet gonna be working good. I'm gonna be able to have everything together. So all right, y'all. I will catch y'all the next time around. Have a great weekend. Find something good to watch. Kick off your shoes. Relax your feet. Okay, and enjoy the rest of
Peace.
your day. Oh gosh. Later, y'all. Is it even gonna let me get out of here? This thing been acting crazy. First they was kicking me out, now don't want to let me out. Ain't that something else? Mm-mm-mm.